Welcome back to Land Resources of Karnataka. We are in the last part of the lesson. In the previous part, we studied about major food crops of Karnataka, and now we are going to study about commercial crops of Karnataka. As you know that what is commercial crops? Crops are growing for trading purpose called commercial crops. Now, let us study about first and most important commercial crop of Karnataka, sugarcane. So sugarcane is the most important commercial and industrial crops of Karnataka. We know that what is commercial crop, but why sugarcane is known as industrial crop? Those crops used as raw material in industries called industrial crops. So sugarcane is used as raw material in sugar industries. So that's why sugarcane is known as industrial crop. So in India, Karnataka ranks 4th in the production of sugarcane. In Karnataka, Belagavi is the leading producer of sugarcane. Same like paddy, sugarcane also tropical crop and it required same type of climate. It requires high temperature and heavy rainfall. Those regions are receiving low rainfall depends on irrigation facility. Next, what type of soil it requires? It requires sandy, loamy and red soil. Both are suitable for the cultivation of sugarcane. You can see picture of sandy, loamy soil. In the top of the screen, you can see picture of sandy, loamy soil, and here in lower part you can see the picture of red soil. Along with this, it required good transport facility. What is the role of transport in the cultivation of sugarcane? See, after harvesting, as soon as possible, sugarcane should be transported to sugar industries. Once if it is dried in the field, then it is not possible to use in sugar industry. So that's why it depends on transport system. So same like jowar, sugarcane also belongs to grass family and it grows average of 3 meters height. It grows a height of 3 meters, means its average height. And its botanical name is Saccharum officinarum. Important one more question. Scientific or botanical name of sugarcane is Saccharum officinarum. And it contains sweet contents called sucrose. So that's why it's used for the preparation of jaggery and sugarcane. Jaggery and sugarcane prepared by sugarcane. And sugarcane is one of the annual crop and it requires more water or it requires irrigation facility. So if you take district wise in Karnataka, Belagavi is the leading producer of sugarcane. After Belagavi, Mandya, Mysore, Shimoga, Davangere, Hassan, both northern and southern Maithan districts are leading producer of sugarcane. Mandya also famous for sugarcane. Why? Because before independence only, Mandya district had sugarcane cultivation. So that's why Mandya also popular for sugarcane cultivation. So this is about sugarcane cultivation in Karnataka. Now let us study about second major commercial crop of Karnataka, cotton. Same like sugarcane, cotton also one of the major commercial crop and as well as industrial crop, because cotton is used as a raw material for cotton textile industries. So it's known as industrial crop. Along with that, cotton is a fiber crop. Why it is known as fiber crop? Because can be remove thread from cotton. So it's known as fiber crop and it's used as a raw material for cotton textile industries. Cotton is used in the preparation of cotton made clothes, carpets, beds, pillows, etc. So these all products can be used for a long time in our daily life. These products can be used for a long time in our daily life. Along with this, cotton seeds also used in the preparation of cooking oil and cotton seeds cake. Cotton seeds cake used as a cattle food. Cotton seeds cake used as a cattle food. Cotton can be grown under normal weather and hot weather. So it's known as tropical crop and subtropical crop. It requires moderate rainfall and high temperature and black soil is suitable for the cultivation of cotton. There are three types of cotton plants. long staple cotton, medium staple cotton and short staple cotton. Among these three, Karnataka grows more number of medium and short staple cotton. Long staple cotton can be seen in Gujarat. Gujarat is the leading producer of cotton in India. But in Karnataka can be seen more number of medium and short staple cotton. Cotton is a kharif crop. Why? Because can be get good production during rainy season. So it's mainly kharif crops can be grown during summer season with the help of irrigation facility. And it's also known as rain-fed crop because after first rainfall can be start cotton cultivation. If you take district wise in Karnataka, Haveri is the leading producer of cotton in Karnataka. After Haveri, Dharwad is there in second position. Along with Haveri and Dharwad, some other districts of northern and southern Maidan like Mysore, Ballari, Raichur, Kalaburgi, Belgavi, these all are leading producer of cotton in Karnataka after Haveri and Dharwad. But nowadays production of cotton has decreased due to problem of pests and disease, problem of insects. But agricultural research institution found solution for this problem. What it found? It found disease tolerant fertilizer. It works against insects and also it found high yield variety of cotton seeds. So it produces a more number of production. So that's why again now there is improvement in the yield of production of cotton. So this is about cotton cultivation in Karnataka. Now let us study about third major commercial crop of Karnataka, tobacco. Tobacco belongs to the Nicotiana group and it contains an intoxicating substance called nicotine. What is intoxicating? Alcoholic substance. Tobacco contains an alcoholic substance called nicotine. So tobacco is used in the manufacture of alcoholic products like beedis, cigarettes, cigar and snuff. Among these four, cigar is very popular in foreign countries. Remaining three are there in India, but cigar is very popular in foreign countries. For the first time, one of the European country, Portuguese introduced tobacco in India in the 17th century. Which foreign country? Portuguese. Portuguese introduced tobacco plants in the 17th century in India. It's after people started to grow tobacco plants in various part of India, including Karnataka. At present, tobacco is the major commercial crop of Karnataka. It requires moderate rainfall and high temperature. Tobacco crops can grow under moderate rainfall and high temperature with loamy soil. Loamy soil looks like a black soil. It's also in black color but not fertile like black soil. So loamy soil suitable for the cultivation of tobacco. There are three types of tobacco plants called Virginia tobacco, beedi tobacco and chewing tobacco. Among these three, Virginia tobacco has more demand in global market and it's one of the high quality tobacco. Karnataka grows all three types of tobacco including Virginia tobacco also. So while exporting Virginia tobacco, Karnataka gets foreign exchange. So it's major source of income. In India, Karnataka ranks 4th in the production of tobacco. But in Karnataka, if you take district wise, Mysore is the leading producer of tobacco. Along with Mysore, Belagavi, Ballari, Chitradurga, Raichur, Davanagere, Tumkur, mainly northern and southern Maidan districts are producer of tobacco in Karnataka after Mysore. Don't forget, Mysore is the highest producer of tobacco in Karnataka and in India, Karnataka ranks 4th in the production of tobacco. And Nippani in Belagavi is famous for beedi tobacco. Nippani is in Belagavi district, famous for a beedi tobacco. Karnataka produce all three types of tobacco plants. You can see here picture of a tobacco plant. So this is about tobacco cultivation in Karnataka. Let us go to fourth and last commercial crop of Karnataka, coffee. Coffee is known as plantation crop. Why? Because coffee is grown in slope region. Coffee is grown in slope region, not in plain or level land. Coffee is grown in slope region, so it's known as plantation crop. And it's also known as beverage crop. What is beverage crop? Those crops are using for drinking purpose called the beverage crop. Best example, tea and coffee. Tea and coffee, best example for a beverage crop. And Karnataka ranks first in the production of coffee in India, because Karnataka only produce 70% of the total production of coffee in India. So Karnataka is known as the land of coffee. So Karnataka is known as the land of coffee. But for the first time, who has introduced coffee plants in India? A Muslim fakir from Arabian country. Muslim fakir means saint or sannyasi from Arabian country named Baba Budan planted for the first time coffee plants around 1670 CE in the hills of Chikmagalur. So later those hills known as Baba Budangiri. For the memory of that person who planted Baba Budan, for the memory of that person, those hills of Chikmagalur known as Baba Budangiri. Giri means mountain. Baba Budan, name of the person who introduced coffee plants for the first time in India. So later, British started to grow coffee plants systematically in their ruling time. After Muslim fakir Baba Budan, when British came to power in India, they started to start coffee plantation in systematic way in the year of 1826. At present, we have large coffee estates in our state. There are two types of coffee plants called coffee Arabica and coffee Robusta. In these two, coffee Arabica is one of the better quality or best quality coffee plants, and it has more demand in international market. Coffee is a tropical crop and it required slope region with heavy rainfall. It required cool weather, heavy rainfall and slope region. And it required clay mixed soil. Clay mixed soil is suitable for the cultivation of coffee. And can be seen shaded trees in front of coffee plants. Shaded trees means the trees grown for shadow purpose, because it cannot withstand direct rays of the sun. It cannot withstand the direct rays of the sun. So that's why there are some shaded trees grown for a shadow purpose, because already I told you it required cool weather and shadow. So that's why there are some shaded trees. Shaded trees means grown trees for shadow purpose. And Malnad region and its condition is suitable for the coffee plantation. That's why in Malnad districts or in Malnad region can be seen more number of coffee plantations. Mainly Kodagu. Kodagu is the highest producer of coffee in Karnataka. Kodagu is highest producer of coffee in Karnataka. Along with Kodagu, Chikmagalur, Hassan and other Malnad districts are producer of coffee in Karnataka. Coffee has demand in global market, so that's why it is major source of income of the state. So Karnataka is known as the land of coffee. Important one more question. Why coffee is known as land of coffee? Because of Karnataka is the leading producer of coffee in India, and it grows 70% of the total production of coffee in India. So here you can see picture of coffee Arabica. First one coffee Arabica, second one coffee Robusta. Among these two, coffee Arabica has more demand in the global market. Karnataka grows both type of coffee plants. So this is a coffee plantation. So this is about commercial crops of Karnataka. So in this lesson we studied about agriculture, importance of agriculture, land utilization, pattern of land utilization, and two types of crops. Which are two types of crops? Food crops and commercial crops. At the end, there are some exercise questions. Look at there. In the last page, some fill in the blank questions are there. First question, utilizing land for different purpose is called dash. Already we studied in first part, meaning of land utilization. Utilizing land for different purpose is called land utilization. Question number 2, the largest net area shown in dash district. Net area means agricultural land. Agricultural lands are more in Gulbarga, or its present name is Kalaburgi. Question number 3, Sorghum vulgare is the scientific name of dash crop. Jowar is known as Jowars, its scientific name Sorghum vulgare. The dash district is the largest producer of sugarcane in Karnataka. Which district? Belgavi. Belgavi is the leading producer of sugarcane in Karnataka. You have to know leading producer of different crops. Question number 5 and last question. Tobacco contains an intoxicating substance called nicotine. So remaining 1, 2, 3, 4 marks questions and its answers will be given in your notes. So this is about the land resources of Karnataka.